Hello and welcome to my TED Talk on whether IQ games actually do help to increase your IQ. So for my Genius Hour project, I wanted to do something that would actually benefit my brain rather than something that I felt would just kind of waste my time and not really have that much significance. So I decided that I wanted to test something out. So I wanted to see if those brain games that claim to actually increase your IQ actually do make a difference on your intelligence if you keep to them and stick to a strict schedule of playing the games every single day. So I know I've seen a lot of games that actually claim that they can increase your intelligence just by playing them once a night or a couple times a week, and your IQ will be increased. So that's always interested me because I grew up in a gifted system, and a lot of what I did was based on IQ tests, so I did a lot of IQ testing. Let me just put a disclaimer. It does not mean that I'm necessarily smarter than any other person. It just means that that specific type of intelligence, I have a higher IQ. So when I first started this experiment, I did have a higher IQ to start, but I wanted to see if it actually would make that big of a difference. So what I did for my Genius Hour project is I decided to first pick a system. What I noticed is that there were lots of different types of systems that I could play these games on. So there was Illuminosity or brain training, but I ultimately went with Peak because it was something that was less well known, and also I could pay a small fee and be able to do it for the whole month every single day. It was like $6 or something like that. So I bought the Peak system, and I just downloaded the app on my phone, and it was really easy. I just downloaded the app, did a little pre-test to see where I was at, and then it curated specific brain workouts for me to do every single day. So it had different things that hit on different topics like emotional awareness, spatial awareness, focus, memory, lots of different aspects. So it saw my strengths, it saw my weaknesses, and it curated specific things for me in order for me to improve. So I did those every single night. They probably took around 10 to 15 minutes. It was like 5 different games, usually every single night. And sometimes I would do more if I was feeling like it. Like if there was like a cool recommended game, then I would start playing that game. So I did that every single day. So that was one aspect of my experiment. Another aspect was that I first did an IQ test before I did any of the Peak brain games. So I found 3 different IQ tests from 3 different websites, and I decided to do ones that would be the same both times. Instead of changing and creating random questions, I wanted it to be the exact same so that it was all the variables were even, and I did my IQ tests. So I picked 3 different websites that I would do these IQ tests on. So I picked bgtest.eu, I picked psychtest.com, and I picked seemypersonality.com/IQ test. So these 3 different IQ tests were very different. They all had different steps, but they were the same both times that I did them. So the first time that I did the tests, my IQ scores came up as 123, 127, and 131. Like I said, I kept with it every single night. I did it. I set an alarm. It would give me notifications on the app so that I for sure did it. And throughout the process, I actually started to notice a difference. Like I felt like I was sharper. My mind was more aware. I was able to compute things faster in my head. And like I didn't know if that was actually real results or if it was just myself kind of making that up because I knew that I was taking these steps to improve. So it wasn't really until I actually took the second test where I saw if it actually did make a difference. And then I took the tests. So this was crazy. I took the exact same tests in the exact same environment that I took them the first time. I didn't look at the tests in between. I made sure that I didn't go and like look over the questions or anything. Like it was fresh. It was a month later, like 4 or 5 weeks later that I did the test the second time. So I didn't remember the answers. I just kind of, it was a brand new slate basically. So I took the tests and my IQ increased by an average of 19 points. So in the first test I did, it went from 123 to 131. The second test I did, I went from 127 to 143. And the third test I did, it went from 131 to 162. Now I know that IQ doesn't measure every single type of intelligence and it doesn't really mean much. But for me, the fact that I could make that big of a difference just by taking 5-10 minutes per day to work on myself, it made all of the difference. I think taking that couple of minutes per day for yourself and having it benefit you so much, like I didn't even feel like I was doing work, like I was playing games on my phone, but it made me more in tune with how my brain was working. Like I felt like I could control things better. I had a better memory. I had more potential to take in more information. And I think everyone should find something like that where it takes 5-10 minutes a day. It's not that big of a commitment, but it helps you to become a better you. I think taking time to spend time on yourself is so important. And I think everybody should find something that works for them, that helps to further you, whether that be exercise, whether that be these brain games, and whether that be eating healthy. It all helps to make your body and your mind healthier. And I think that everyone should take the steps to do that because it really did make a difference for me. And I'm gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna keep playing these games and I'm gonna see how far it takes me. I'm gonna see if it really does, in long-term effect, make a difference. Because in short term, it definitely did. And I think that's so cool. I think that taking that 5 minutes and having it make such big change while I'm playing games, it was just an awesome experiment. So if you ever feel like maybe down or that something about you can improve in any way for yourself, not for anyone else, but for yourself, take it because it really does make a big difference and you can discover things that you didn't know about yourself. So I want to say thank you to my teacher for introducing me to the Genius Hour project. Not only is it a great opportunity for me to better myself in the topic that I chose, or also just to investigate any topic that I like, but it also helps to open your eyes to something that you might not have known before and to focus your energy into something that is so beneficial to yourself if you give yourself the opportunities. So thank you for watching and I hope you enjoyed my TED Talk. Bye.